Hey, what's up guys? My name is Rob Richards, part of Team Powertec, and on today's show I'll be showing you with 3 key exercises how you can focus on thickening out your upper back and working on these rear deltoids. Today I'll be using 2 machines, Powertec Workbench and the Powertec Functional Trainer, and this comprises of 3 main exercises. We have a compound movement and 2 isolation ones. So let's get started. First exercise is a behind the neck military press, and for this I'm using a free weight and barbell. This really allows me to add some heavy weight and overload the muscle, focusing on all of the muscles coming into play. Now I'll show you with just the bar and then we'll get some weight loaded up. You want to set these heights up to about top of your head so that when you lift up you can lengthen the arms, bringing it down to just behind the head, basically tops of the ears. Any lower than that you're going to be compressing the upper back and you don't want to go there. So here's the movement. Extend the arms up, lower down. Right, let's get some weight on, and for this one, with compound movements, I'd say a limit of 10 repetitions, really hitting it hard for those final 2 reps. So warm up weight first of all, 3 or 4 heavy work sets, and then we'll move on. Now remember, we're working the upper back and the rear deltoids here. So when you're lifting, it's important to keep the elbows pulled back and keep that chest up. Therefore we keep all of the strain and the resistance of that weight firmly on the rear deltoids. So again, just kind of a warm up weight here. Sit forwards, keep that head up. Okay, so keep the arms pretty much neutral. You don't need to go wide or too narrow. Extend all the way up, and when they're up, make sure you're squeezing and contracting the muscles in the back. This is a great exercise to start off with, and you want to go as heavy as you can up to those 10 reps. 3 to 4 sets, and then we move on to the next isolation one. So let's get over there. This next exercise is quite a unique one, but one that I found has really helped develop these rear deltoids, help thicken them out and give that wider back impression over the past just couple of months of doing them. What you need to do is set the bench, and you can attach it to the machine here, to an incline, pretty much 1 click down from all the way up. And I've set these cable pulleys 2 clicks down from the top, so that when I sit down, chest facing forwards, and my arms are up, they're pretty much at fingertip height. The movement goes like this. I'm going to cross my hands and pull back, contracting the rear deltoids. And having them set at this height really allows for maximal involvement of the rear deltoid heads. So let's get started. Now the key to effectively performing this exercise is to have a limited range of motion. A lot of the time you'll see people in the gym go with a full range of motion, whether they're doing a rear deltoid fly or cable flies. Now with this, only limit to that probably the 2/3 of the exercise. Pull them out and that's your start position. From here, squeeze the rear deltoids back, keeping that chest lifted up, come forwards, but don't let the arms or the wrist cross that line of the chest. Therefore we keep all of that resistance firmly placed on the rear deltoid to hit those 10 to 12 reps, lifting as heavy as we can. Alright, moving on. 3rd exercise, and for this I'm going to drop the bench down and do a variant of some seated rows. Now we're going to turn this into a bit of a circuit, resting as little as we need to, only to set the machine up. I'm going to drop these pulleys down to about chest height, and then I'm going to put the short bar on and do a wide overhand grip row, again limiting range of motion to really target those rear delt muscles. step bar. Right, this wide grip overhand row is another great exercise for hitting the rear deltoids and upper back. A lot of people think it's just the back exercise, but if you take a wide enough grip, keep the elbows lifted up high and limit the range of motion, you'll actually feel these shoulder muscles and around the traps and rhomboids come into play a lot more than the lats. So I'll show you how. As you saw, limited the range of motion there, basically not allowing the bar to go all the way back down and allowing my arms to fully extend. What this does is keep the tension high in the muscle, which basically leads to that fatigue, training at a higher training threshold. So keep the weight heavy, limit that range of motion, and really focus on engaging the rear deltoids, rhomboids and traps in all three of our movements. Compound and 2 isolation ones. And if you want, make it into a circuit. 10 reps, 10 reps, 10 reps, and then back round. You're really going to feel a great pump in the rear shoulders, and hopefully a couple of weeks and months of training like this, you'll soon notice increased size, strength, and development in the rear shoulders. Check out Powertec Fitness for more of my videos, and I'll be back real soon. Take care.